Joining us now, Julie Roginsky, Democratic strategist and author of the Salty Politics newsletter on Substack.
And look, I think what you're seeing right now is a desire in the Democratic Party for somebody who's going to animate the electorate. And by that, I mean somebody like Zohran Mamdani. I'm not remotely talking about his views or his positions. I don't agree with a lot of them. But somebody who can mobilize a whole cohort of people who have not been mobilized before. Somebody who could energize not just the base, but bring in new voters who potentially were just sick and tired of the old way of doing politics. And, who that person is, I do not know. I don't know. But I do know that that is what people in the Democratic Party are looking for. And they're also looking for somebody who's not going to just be anti-Trump, because that's not enough. It's great to be anti-Trump if you want to win a congressional race, but I don't know that it's enough. We'll find out in Virginia and Jersey if it's enough to win an election where people are actually looking for solutions and not just to kick the other side. A sense of humor definitely helps, but also helps. Look, I think Swalwell is absolutely right that people are beyond angry and they want accountability, right? And they want justice. It's not retribution the way Donald Trump promised, but they do want accountability, which they did not get during the Biden years for all of the things that Donald Trump did in his first term and now how much he's exponentially done more in the second term. But that's not enough. That is a start. And I agree that Ballroom better be torn down. That arc to Trump, if it ever goes up,
going to be torn down.
It's going to have to be at least degilded. Let's put it that way. And then that arc to Trump that he's putting up, I don't even understand what that is. We got to look at that. But the point is that's not enough, right? That kind of feeds the base and tells the base that, yes, we understand and are taking seriously your concerns about this authoritarianism that Trump is imposing single-handedly. And the Ballroom, of course, is just one example of that. But look, people, you just had a segment on this right now. People are starving to death. We are about to have SNAP benefits cut off. Food banks will not be able to make up the shortfall.
Quick Head Start.
Medicaid is being cut. Medicare will soon be cut. Medicare Advantage plans are going away. People are going to be sick and they're going to be dying. And they're going to be starving, and in the wealthiest country on earth. So we better find a candidate who needs to provide specific solutions as to how we address that. I'm not talking about a 20-point plan. I'm talking about something that gives people hope and understanding that he or she will address their issues in a real way that connects with voters. I don't know who that candidate is, but I know that's the candidate who's going to get the nomination in 2028. And nobody's going to succeed him. He's going to succeed himself. Let's just be real. He's not building that ballroom because he's planning on leaving. He's not going anywhere, and nobody's going to get him out of there. And by the way, the Supreme Court says you can't run again. He will just ignore the courts. And I'm happy to see Marco Rubio. I thought Steve Witkoff was our Secretary of State, so I'm happy to see that he's appeared and popped up somewhere. But he's not going to be the nominee. J.D. Vance is not going to be the nominee because Donald Trump is not going anywhere. And I understand that sounds crazy and wacko, but think about all the other crazy, wacko things that this president has done that we could not believe he'd ever do. And you see why he's going to run again in 2028, and he's not going anywhere unless, the ravages of time take him away. He's not leaving that White House.
Julie Roginsky, thank you.